Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This will be caught at about the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Finding time. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
And that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Halfback sent in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Kevin Dodd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Back on. He'll sit down. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense first time.
Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. 4 yards on the pickup. And that's going to lead to a third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down now after the incompletion. A second down throw here for Mariota. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. Out come the Titans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Mariota now on second down. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Mariota from the gun on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the D looking like they may blitz. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Mariota again. His throw incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. They go play action. Mariota. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Mariota to throw for. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there. football back. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
It's fielded at the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Time running out here on the play clock. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. To Henry. Here's Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the 1st down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Second down now after the pass completion. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans add on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it it jarred loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
On second down, Mariota again. Wright's got it. A beautiful fake. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They come up in an offset eye. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And his kick is right through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Another pistol look here. Try to shake off the interception, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Mariota now. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. Now 4th down.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, when they say cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beating on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
on.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Titans a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mariota to throw it. Being chased out left. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Keep tight end. Hey, guys, check me out.
Mariota now on second down. Forced out to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now out comes Houston. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the